Chapter 2. Dante returned to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that night. Strangely, there was no one there to greet him, just a packet of instructions and the key to the security room. He whistled to himself as he walked in, put his feet up, and found the tablet the packet described that hooked into the security cameras. Oh, goody! They've got all the security narrowed down to an expansive piece of work like this, and still haven't sprung for soap. The priorities of some people. Within his first minutes inside, the phone rang. Wondering if he still possessed his former aim and luck, Dante smashed the heel of his foot into the table and sent the receiver flying. He stuck out a hand, caught it, smirked to himself, and said, "Yellow?"
Hello?
"Yeah, hi."
Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night.
Dante rolled his eyes.
I actually worked in that office before you.
Dante stopped paying attention at that point as he continued to flip through his instructions, and questioned exactly why a place too cheap for soap or enough electrical power to last through the night consecutively would spring for such an elaborate security setup. Eventually, he hung up the phone when some incident of 1987 was mentioned out of sheer disinterest, and leaned back further in his chair. With his hands behind his head, he shut his eyes. If anyone was stupid enough to try stealing anything, it was already clear it wouldn't be worth the effort, and they'd probably cut their losses and just go home. At around 1 a.m., he opened his eyes again, noting some strange little musical sound coming from outside the office. He pulled up the tablet, camera centered on the main stage, only to see, to his surprise, that Bonnie the rabbit had disappeared. "Well, I'll be damned," he said. "Someone actually had it in 'em." He tapped every little square on the tablet, checked every room in the restaurant, and briefly questioned who opened Pirates Cove's curtain and why, before concluding whoever got a hold of Bonnie must have escaped. He sighed to himself, wondered if he'd incur a lawsuit for what he'd let happen, rose from the chair, and walked to the left side exit. It couldn't hurt to do a quick check of his own. When he flicked on the light leading to the hallway, he double-took, not in fear, but in disbelief. Whoever grabbed the Bonnie animatronic set it up outside the security room door. Its oversized eyes stared in at him. "Oh, real funny," he said. "Is that guy from the phone hanging out behind you? This some stupid joke?" Without a word, only the same little musical cue, Bonnie reached forward and aggressively grabbed Dante by the red jacket he wore. "Hey, pal, hands off the leather," Dante said. When the giant purple thing began to pull, with a strength that surprised him enough to get him out a few inches, he further warned, "You're gonna regret this." When it still did not relinquish its grip, Dante, using the great force behind his pedigree, took several steps backwards. The movement overpowered the misshapen robot until its extended arms, still clinging for dear life to his coat, were positioned below the oversized electrical door Dante left open. With a single flick of a button and a sarcastic "whoops," the door came down, smashing and severing Bonnie's metallic arms. When Dante opened the door again, the robotic creature stared, mouth agape, at its destroyed appendage before it looked back up at Dante. "I hope you learned a valuable lesson," he said with a sneer. The creature went limp for a moment before it took a hop toward him, its mouth opened wide enough to fit his head inside. In anticipation of such an attack, Dante took a step back and, with a closed fist, punched his way directly through to the back of the animatronic's head. The thing shook violently for a few moments before he jerked his arm free and the bot collapsed, still jilting a little on the ground. Dante took a look at his arm, which he felt sure should be bloody from some scrapes he felt inside the head, but was sure that was more blood than there should be. With a little shrug of his shoulders, he lazily pushed the broken machine directly under the door's landing place and began to continuously push the button, bringing the door down directly upon its head over and over with another "whoops" every time until the head was totally destroyed. Dante sat back down, again questioned how the curtain at Pirates Cove kept opening again, before checking the main stage and noting Chica the chicken had also disappeared. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. He sat back down again and closed his eyes.